fires, and it's deflected and then caught by Bellamy. And Bellamy starts to stumble, but a big gain as he takes it all the way down to the 42-yard line. And the ball handed off to Benny Cunningham, and he has a lot of room. Clark will chase him down and knock him out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Chuck Clark making the tackle. Daniel, that shoulder shake, and then goes to the end zone, and it's dropped. Benny Fowler diving for it, had it for the moment, couldn't hang on. Canada covering on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
What's that?
And that is tipped high in the air, and it's picked off at the 5-yard line. And stumbling out to the 19-yard line is Clark. The deflected pass, and it's a turnover in the early stages of the Hall of Fame game. When they were 1-31, it was RG3 against San Diego 2 years ago.
Exactly right, and it is.
And that one is dropped.
Picked off.
And it may have been picked off. Chicago thinks they have it, and they do. So Perriman couldn't handle it. DeAndre Carson is there to grab it before it hits the turf. And so back-to-back turnovers in the first 3.5 minutes of this game.
Well, for Brashard Perriman, this is not how you want this season to start. He desperately needs to make some plays. He was a first-round draft pick. It simply has not gone well for him. And for the Baltimore Ravens, this is a team that saw some of the strangest interceptions a season ago I think I've ever seen.
Roquan Smith still unsigned, their #1 draft choice, and the guy who will be slotted at inside linebacker when the season begins if he shows up. Daniel, meanwhile, throws, caught, and into the end zone for a touchdown goes Michael Burton. Picked him up from the Detroit Lions, so they cash in off the turnover. 6 plays, 34 yards, and the Bears have the lead.
Sure is nice when you have a fullback that can be a factor in the passing game. I can't help but think about Bill Walsh, the greatest offensive mind maybe of all time, and boy, he knew how to use a fullback in the passing game. Pretty good using Jerry Rice too, but there they go. And really, what
a season starter in 12, starter in 13 before losing the job to Kirk Cousins, and that is caught and into the end zone goes Max Williams, a tight end for the touchdown. Nice drive, 5-yard TD pass there, and they move 77 yards in 8 plays.
So more and more seeing these fullbacks coming out. This time a tight end lined up as fullback. But again, it's Griffin's ability to buy just a little time, to scramble, to move out of the pocket, to avoid that first pass rusher and Kylie Fitz and create that kind of play. What a drive.
Comments on screen that Aaron Rodgers made. He quickly endorsed you after you were named a finalist. You've played against him often. You see, yeah, we got a big play here.
And it would figure that a linebacker would make an interception. When you were interviewing Urlacher, Correa makes the interception, and that is the 3rd turnover of the game. Back with Brian, back with more of the game after this. Giants, Colts, Bears, Buffalo, Baltimore, and Cleveland. And can't escape the grasp at the 10-yard line of one Nicholas Williams.
Leave my city. Nobody can't pay me amount of money to get me to put on a different color jersey.
Well, and I don't think they'd want you to leave. You know, your leadership stretched far beyond your own locker room. You were the.
He is going to hit him with the shoulder. The receiver moves a little bit. You hit him with the head first. It's just going to be something our defenders are going to have to learn.
You want to hit him with a face mask first. That's not a penalty under the new rules. Ayers, meanwhile, loses it, and the Ravens are right there to recover it. Nothing but purple shirts around that one. DeMarcus Ayers dropped it, and it's recovered by the Ravens with a 3-point lead. It is, I think, Bronson Kaufusi. We'll have to check it out on the replay as to who recovers it.
Let's take a look right here at the end of the play. There you go. You can see it right there. Deshaun Elliott coming up with that play, the rookie.
He extracts it.
This is going to be the question for the fans of Baltimore. They've seen their offense shrink a bit. They're not working the ball down the field like they were. And now comes a guy that can not only throw it, but do this.
Yep. And as a defensive coach, this is what you worry about.
Jackson getting his feet wet tonight here in Canton. And he fires, and that will be caught, and that's going to be a first down.
Looked like his head was up a bit, though.
Meanwhile, he's going to wind up hitting Hurst here for a touchdown. So you've got their 2 first-round draft choices, the tight end and the quarterback.
Here, once again, you'll see Hurst just coming off, understanding what's going on. He's an older guy. I think he's 25 years old, just getting that little seam and sit down. But what an impressive start there for Lamar Jackson.
And this is what you want to see.
If any of the design stuff, he's just out here playing football tonight.
Then he
can't have those.
Yep, he gets picked off. Grant jumps the route and makes the interception.
You're going to see him in shotgun predominantly, which is where he was at North Carolina 95% of the time. There we go.
Meanwhile, 3rd and 7 was the arm coming forward.
That's a sack fumble.
Yeah, Correa has had some night.
Yes, he has.
Well, this guy was 3rd on the depth chart coming in tonight.
Not to mention then what the Tom Brady's of the world are doing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the blitz, and he got away for a moment, but then he gets sacked back at the 18-yard line. Of course, we haven't seen any of those guys tonight. The first of 5 preseason games. That's caught and breaking away. Wims to pick up the first down. Joining us in the booth here in Canton, Ohio. As Bray goes back to pass, throws, and reaching up for it is Wims to make the catch at the 8-yard line.
My mom and dad are 86, and they are blessed to see their son go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's a good nickname.
Well, Jackson fires a strike for a first down.
Well, we'll find out what they're made of in those first 2 weeks.
There's always flex, too. From the 19-yard line, look out. And down goes Bray back at the 11-yard line. A lot of heat put on. That time Jackson is there to get the sack.
We are seeing some good action. And, Tony, you know how this goes. There's Bennett Jackson, former Notre Dame Fighting Irish guy.
The Ravens take over right now at their own 46-yard line after the punt. Up by 7. And Jackson's going to keep it. He's got a lot of room here. I'm going to turn it into a 9-yard gain.
You heard Robert Brazil talk about his dad presenting him at 86 years old and what a thrill it's going to be for his dad. That goes for a lot of people around you, and that's what I think Terrell is missing.
Atlanta, Philadelphia, September 6th, right here on NBC to get the season started.
And that playoff game went down to the wire.
Yes, it did. Did that game last year. And to the 34-yard line goes Wims. That's me.
Brady's going to be in your territory. He's going to go back out west.
Mr. Promo. 4th down and 6, and they convert to the 10-yard line. That's Wims making the catch. Bray surveys, throws, caught. Touchdown. So that is Tanner Gentry. Come up in the eye for the first time in the game. And off play action. Look out. Bray fires. Incomplete. 4th and 15. Chicago can run out the clock if they stop him here, and they will.